Yumiko, from your point of view, could you tell me what is spiritual awakening and why do you believe it may be necessary for people to do?
Okay. I believe spiritual awakening, for me it is, at least, is to become aware of your spiritual purpose and your spiritual identity. And spiritual identity is about what you want in this life and what's your purpose in this life. So once you become, not only be aware, but just feel it is your purpose, it is what you want, then I can say you awaken to your spiritual purpose, and it's the very important step towards spiritual awakening. There are a lot of different stages of spiritual awakening, but the most important part is to become aware of your purpose. And this is very important because whatever happened and happening in your life, it's all for this purpose. And when you're not aware of your purpose, you feel unhappy and feel really sad sometimes, like things happening to you may be difficult or hard or sad, and you don't want to believe you're attracting all these unnecessary things in your life, and you feel lonely as well. But once you become aware of your purpose, suddenly whatever happened in your life all becomes meaningful and necessary, and you feel blessed, and you feel really loved by the world and the universe, and you feel then you feel more confident about yourself, and you feel confident about the world, and you feel confident that you're not lonely, you're actually protected and loved and really lucky. So I think it is such a great healing for your life. Like you feel really happy about everything you experienced, and normally you also feel happy about who you are, because once you know your purpose, everything you didn't understand about your life and about yourself start to make sense.
You spoke about spiritual purpose. So why would people even want to have a spiritual purpose? What's the need for it?
If you don't have a spiritual purpose, you wouldn't have been born.
Oh.
You were born to achieve something you wanted to achieve in this body and on the planet. So that's what I mean by spiritual purpose. If you don't have a spiritual purpose, you're not born.
Who decides on that purpose?
You decide.
Was that decided before we're born or as we are growing up?
Before you're born. And actually, if you believe in reincarnation, you keep this spiritual purpose throughout your lives on this planet.
Until it's achieved?
Until it's achieved.
And then after it's achieved, are we seeking a new purpose, or is that our purpose complete?
When you achieve this purpose, that will also help you to grow and develop who you are. And it opens up a new world for you. New way to look at the world, new way to engage with the world. That will give you another purpose, the new purpose.
So even if we've come to Earth with a purpose, we can add new purposes?
Yeah, constantly actually.
Oh, okay. I see. Is it possible to give us an example of what kind of things are purposes for people? What are purposes?
It's actually not concrete purpose. It is more about what you really want. So it depends, the purpose, the concrete purpose can be different each life depending on where you're born, in what of condition and circumstances and the country you're born into that sort of culture. Because your purpose depends on the environment, because you tend to satisfy this purpose in dealing with other people and the world. So depending on where you are born, it can appear a bit different. So it's when you kind of seek for your purpose in your spiritual awakening, or when you are really trying to find out your purpose, most important thing is to connect with your wanting or your desire or your love. Because depending on where you are, what you want to achieve can be different. But it's essentially about what you want. For example, I wanted to help others.
Yes.
And if I'm in a business, I want to help others in the way that business becomes successful and people feel validated and successful and make them happy. So I will help them in such a way. So my purpose will be being a really good manager, or creating a lot of profit to the company, or through the activity of certain company I can make people happy, like consumers happy. And when I was a painter, I also wanted to help others, but to be able to make people happy through painting, I should really express what I experience in a beautiful and easy to be understood way. So it becomes important for me to develop my skills. So what you're going to do in a different environment will become different. So, and now I am teaching and healing and spiritual teaching, and in this environment, it's more important for me to focus on people's pain and needs and where they're troubled, and help them to just use what allows them to be awakened and to be happy. So I am always the same person, but depending on the surrounding and circumstances, what you want to achieve with that purpose will be different. So when you think about your spiritual purpose, it may be different depending on where you are, what is your situation. So when you are awakening, and when you are awakening to your purpose, it's most important to acknowledge and accept what you want in this lifetime. And it can look personal, but to just satisfy the personal goal or needs, you will achieve something important. And when you think about spiritual purpose, it doesn't have to be sacred, but it has to be truly something to make you happy. So when I teach about spiritual awakening and finding spiritual purpose, I always ask people to be really honest to themselves and understand what you really want, what makes you most happy. That's a way to just find what your purpose is.
So somebody that is a sports person and they just love doing that, their purpose could be something simple like they want to make people happy. Could that be the purpose that got them into a sport, that people watch it? Or is it about achieving something? I know everyone has their own different purpose and a different reason to play a sport. I'm just using sport as a very general example. So I'm just wondering the purpose behind people's life choices.
So if it's sports, I don't think it's about making people happy. I mean, the immediate purpose will be achieving something or exceeding or exceeding their limits or doing better every day or something about achievement or goal. And that might help people to, to encourage people to challenge their limit or believe in their hopes or something. So you can say, everybody can say, I want to help people, but it's also about how you want to help. So if you have chosen the sport, there is your unique way, how you want to achieve that. So it's also part of understanding your purpose, in what way you want to achieve what you want. So, but you can't think about these things. It is more about being honest to yourself, to understand what you want, how you want it. So the spiritual purpose is really unique for each person, even when it is just generally helping others. The way you want to help others are different by others, from others. Like if you are in the exactly same situation as me, you might choose something different to do the same, to achieve the same ultimate goal of helping others. So it's more up to them. And what I was thinking when you kind of told me about sports person, for example, if the sports person feels like they are achieving their goals and it makes them really happy, and one day they might have some physical trouble and they can't play anymore. That also gives them opportunity to just really think about and really dig up what they really want in this life. It may be more than being a sports person. When they are disabled to do what they have been always doing, it challenges them what is essentially they want to do, what is the essence of their purpose, and their purpose becomes more pure. It goes beyond of your physical abilities. It goes beyond your environment. It goes beyond your circumstances. So when you are forced to look for the purpose beyond the situation or abilities, you can find something limitless or unrestricted. No matter what the environment is, no matter what the condition is, you can find a way to achieve your purpose regardless. So that's the next stage of spiritual purpose. So you can find your spiritual purpose in kind of stages. Like you might first achieve in doing really well in your business or your sports or whatever you're doing, and then you are disabled to do that anymore. It is a chance to explore the deep meaning of your purpose. Then you will be, if you stay with it and trust yourself, you should be able to discover the ultimate way to keep achieving your purpose regardless of your physical ability or circumstances or situation, regardless of chances. You can constantly achieve your purpose. So there are different stages, and most people feel, I'm so unlucky, I can no longer be happy, but it's a challenge to be happier. So to understand what's happening to you like this is part of spiritual awakening, I believe.
Then how does someone know when they are achieving their purpose? Because as you said before, let's take the sports example, they may be having the best life possible doing sports, but then as you said, maybe something else happens later and they realize their true purpose after that. But while they're having such an amazing life playing sport, it could be for 15 years, they may have believed that they are achieving their purpose. So
they can continue to do it if they want to. But it's their spirit which will stop them if they do. I mean, if it is just if you can just complete or just do your purpose, achieve your purpose, just continuing to do the sports, that's fine. But some people, it's not.
So my question is, how does someone know if they're just achieving their general purpose or their true purpose?
It's very simple. You'll be happy. You'll be really happy when you're achieving your purpose. You don't have to compare yourself to the others. You just feel happy.
Okay.
And that happiness will make you so grateful. And the happiness will make you want to give and share with others. If you don't feel like sharing your happiness, maybe it's not true happiness.
I see.
True happiness is always when you have true happiness, it's like endless supply of happiness coming out from your heart, and you just want to share it. And as you share, you'll be happier. So that's a true happiness. If you want to stick to that happiness and just store as much as happiness around you, that's not true happiness.
Thank you. How does someone know when they are awakened?
So the process of spiritual awakening is not easy. Because when you are awakening, your consciousness become expanded, and the way of your life will change. So you will be challenged by the spiritual purpose, or you will be challenged by the spiritual state of who you are, first to let go of who you are now. So you feel scary, you feel you're losing something really important, like your foundation collapse, because your life has been based on something else. Now, awakening of spiritual purpose gives you a new foundation. Everything you value and everything you feel happy has a new foundation, new purpose. So which means you're losing everything that you have now. So it's a really scary process to happen. Then you can't stop, because it's ultimately what you want. So you get really scared because you can't stop the process, you can't stop the distraction of your life. You feel people are leaving you, you feel you're losing everything. And you get really confused. Then, when you let go of this, it is a process of letting go, and you struggle and you resist. You don't wanna, you will hold on to the old things. But you can't. So as you keep struggling, you run out of your energy and you just slowly give up. Like, okay, I can't do this anymore. And you stop resisting and let go. And the moment you let go, it's very scary. You have to trust yourself to let go. But if you can trust yourself and let go, then suddenly everything starts to make sense. Everything starts to come together, because you stopped resisting to attract what you need. So when you stopped resisting, you start to attract everything you need for the purpose to be fulfilled. So in no time, you'll be ready to live another life, new life, based on your spiritual purpose. So that's how spiritual awakening happens. It's a scary process, but once you experience this awakening, you feel, okay, this is how it happened. Because you will keep awakening. There are so many stages of awakening. So once you experience this process of awakening, next time you awaken, it's easier to let go. Like, okay, this happens again. Okay, I wouldn't resist. I will just give up everything, and you gain everything you need again. So it becomes quicker and quicker.
So with many stages of awakening, is there a final stage of awakening? And what does that look like in your point of view?
I have no idea if there's any final stage, but if there's any final stage, as a person, you wouldn't have to be born again.
What is self-realization, and is it different from a spiritual awakening?
Okay, so the difference between spiritual awakening and self-realization or self-actualization, spiritual awakening is mainly about be aware or awaken to your true identity, your spiritual identity. Spiritual identity or true identity means whatever you have attracted in this lifetime from the moment of your birth, you realize everything you have is what you wanted. Everything that happened, you need them. So this is often referred as sublimatio, or the moment of awakening. You can see all of your life blessed and as a gift, and you feel completely happy. Even with the people you hated looks like angels.
Even with family that you hate and
family you hate, everything you feel really grateful for. So that's when you start to use what you already have to achieve what you really want spiritually, essentially. And that's when you awaken. And self-realization, if it is after the spiritual awakening, you will start realizing your true purpose. And when you completely realize your true purpose and feel complete, then you might go into another process of awakening. So self-realization can be followed by spiritual awakening, or self-realization sometimes, if you mean by self, is your personal self.
Your human self.
A human self, personal self. The personal self has developed after you're born, heavily influenced by the other people. So your personal self is like a survival self. To survive and effective and okay, appreciate it, accept it in this world. So it's a survival self. Personal self is survival self. For your survival self, which often based on expectation from the other people, expectation of happiness, expectation of success. So when you satisfy all these expectations, you might feel you realized yourself. You're successful, you have everything, and you might feel, I realized myself. This is my self-realization. That can be also self-realization.
A personal self-realization.
Yeah, personal self-realization. That's actually a good point where you move into the spiritual awakening process. Yeah. Because many people who satisfied all their personal needs feel ready to move on to the next stage of happiness, which is spiritual happiness. Yeah.
So how about enlightenment? How is that comparing to self-realization and spiritual awakening? Is it like an end goal?
I think it also it depends on what they mean by enlightenment, what they want from enlightenment. And enlightenment, I think it basically means, in a Buddhist or spiritual term, I guess, is to just, they're seeking for the answer. And they gain the answer. And that answer that they obtained or gained will shed the light in their darkness. And everything becomes clear and makes sense. And everything becomes meaningful, and out of that meaningfulness, they will find their truth, what is true to them. And that truth will stand in their life and support them throughout any doubt and any difficulty that happens in their life. So I think enlightenment often means finding the forever shining torch to light your way.
Right.
I think it's something healing and something that you can rely on and that will stay with you. Like for me, enlightenment is about, it's very something really casual. But for me, enlightenment is about finding what I'm teaching now, like realizing the truth for me, which I rely on, and which that truth continuously prove everything is right, continuously show me where I should be going. It helped me to heal others. It helped me to teach others. It helped me to guide others. So finding such truths that you can really hold on to, that truth itself is can become your identity. And finding such truths can be enlightenment. And it can happen many times in your life.
So when we talk about like a Buddha enlightenment, I guess in the same way as spiritual awakening, I guess you could say there could be several enlightenments through a person's life. It's not just one enlightenment at the end of a thing. It's like there could be many steps of enlightenment then. Is that correct?
Maybe, and I think the important things to just receive enlightenment is you're ready to let go. You're ready to be selfless. So when you're completely selfless in a spiritual term, you become everything. You become the universe, because nothing means everything. So when you are in this state of nothing, you get enlightened. Because enlightenment will completely destroy what you are. Because your life and your thought, your philosophy all become centered, all become around this enlightenment, enlightened truth. So the truth you are enlightened to will become the center of your life, destroying everything you ever lived. So to receive enlightenment, such enlightenment, you have to be ready to let go everything you have. So once you achieve this enlightenment, like Buddha did, nothing matters anymore. So because nothing matters, you can receive the truth from within and without. And you can let everything be destroyed, but you are still standing in this world. You become indestructible. Yeah. Does it make sense?
Absolutely. Can I now ask about people that are maybe not interested in finding their purpose, spiritually awakening or anything like that? They're just not interested and they're loving the world. It's fun to live, fun to everything. So is there any problem with that?
No, you don't have to suffer. You can just enjoy yourself. There's nothing wrong about it.
In the long term, let's say the people that can accept reincarnation, if they're going from life to life of just enjoying, does that end up as a problem?
No, that's perfect. I mean, it's wonderful if you can enjoy your life.
Okay.
And if you enjoy your life and be really, truly happy, that's good. You don't have to seek for hardship or challenges. You will be naturally challenged if you're not living your true life. But if you can just be happy without any problem, and you feel completely satisfied and content, that's wonderful.
And if such people maybe had a purpose to help people, yet they're not really, they're just enjoying themselves. Because I always thought that a purpose is pulling you in one direction, And if you're resisting that, maybe that can cause problems.
Yeah, so if their purpose is not met,
Yes.
or if they are really living their true life, they wouldn't be happy. So if you're happy, you're either in the stage of just feeling safe in this world, because material happiness is about feeling safe in this world. And you sometimes need to feel safe enough to move on to the next stage of awakening. So as long as you're happy, which means you should stay in the process. I mean, you don't have to suffer. Suffering is not great for anyone. It's just meaningful sometimes when you're not really living your purpose. I mean, spirit is helping you to be happy. Angels are helping you to be happy. If you're happy, you're already living your life, satisfying your life purpose. If you're happy, you don't have to try to be like saint, or you don't have to try to be challenged. If you're bored of being happiness, maybe you're not really happy. But as long as you're happy, that's great.
Can I ask a question about anyone who may be watching this video? For people that may be in despair in their life and they're down and everything seems to be low, even maybe suicidal people, there could be like huge financial problems and it's just causing their life to be in despair. From your perspective, what would you say to those people?
So I think important thing in such situation is to really see what's happening and really understand what they want to do with this life. And that is very difficult because in such darkness we want light. We want to seek light. And we want other people to shed light. But the problem is the light only comes from within. So if people are so unhappy and just lost, my practical advice is try to learn to meditate, because meditation helps you to connect with yourself, connect with your own wisdom. Wisdom, I mean, you're going to be wise. But it's more about be really faithful to yourself. It's not about good or bad. It's to be caring and really trusting yourself. Even very deprived people, they are living their life and they're trying to learn from it. So once you connect to your true purpose in one way, you feel encouraged and you no longer have to deny yourself. But be proud and be really courageous about your life. It's difficult, but I know meditation is difficult, but meditation helps people to get in touch with that self. So I know it's hard, but I want them to just look for some meditation practice. Maybe you can find it online, or maybe you can just seek some meditation workshop or club, something maybe free as well, and just give it a try.
Thank you. Is it possible that someone who is seeking to spiritually awaken and they may feel they're doing all the right things, but it just doesn't happen for them?
No.
Or is it if someone is seeking, they would hopefully find it?
So when they can't find something, it generally means they're seeking the answer outside. You have to seek the answer inside. If you keep seeking the answer from other people or from outside, you wouldn't find it. You will only see the sign to look inside you.
If someone is spiritually awakened to a certain point in their life, and then a bit later, let's say after a couple of years, they neglect and lose interest, and they maybe go back to their older self habits, then is it possible they can lose that? Is there such a thing as losing your spiritual awakening?
If whatever you gain spiritually, you wouldn't lose it. So if they need to go back to their old lifestyle, they need to go back to the old lifestyle.
Okay.
Yeah.
You mentioned earlier that within the nothingness, within us, or within the nothingness, is everything. And when I hear you say everything, I'm thinking about the universe, everything. So is it possible to talk more about that connection between the everything of the universe and within us?
Okay, so I believe universe is not about just the stars or space or something, but I believe universe is everything. And we are in the universe. And when we see the universe is everything, and including stars and everything you see, everything you experience in this world as universe, you can see that it's everything. And you are in this universe existing as one individual being. And you exist because you are in this universe. And universe without you doesn't also exist. Because universe contains everything. Without everything, there's no universe. And we are part of everything. So we are constantly be part of the universe, which means we already have everything as a part of universe. Because we are the part of universe. We are universe itself, just a part of it. So if you let the universe to exist through you, you connect with everything. So that's called oneness, the awareness of oneness. You're already part of it. So you just let the universe experience of who you are, which is, this is a bit tricky. You disidentify yourself from your body, from your mind, disidentify from your emotion, disidentify from your thought, the meditative state of thinking nothing. When you go to this nothing state, you are actually disidentified your individuality in this universe, and you still exist. And that's when you are connected with the universe. You become everything, because you're disidentifying all the parts you have, all the things you have, and you're not thinking anything anymore. Then you are connected to this universe, because you cannot exist not being a part of the universe. If you let go everything, you just be in this pure consciousness of the universe. There's no separation between you and the universe, because you disidentify everything you have to identify you as just a part of this universe. You completely disidentify, and you become one with the whole universe. And in that state, in that consciousness, you can access to everything. As a consciousness, as an awareness which is you, it is your spiritual purpose that exists in the whole universe, being disidentified from anything else. But you still consciously exist, that you feel nothing. That consciousness is your purpose. That consciousness is awareness which make you unique. But you're still part of this everything universe. So it is a rare experience of you being individual awareness, which has an individual spiritual purpose, but you are also part of the universe. and the universe wouldn't exist without you. So if you let go of all these limitations, you become one with everything. So that's a meditation nothingness. When you truly achieve it, and then you see everything, you will see your answer, which is, you can only see it because you have to see the answer from that awareness, who is you. You can't ask other people to meditate for you and find it. You can't do that. You have to do it yourself. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can animals spiritually awaken or develop?
Oh, in a way, they have no such limitation like we have. So they don't have to be spiritual awakening because they don't have our social limitation. Their way of living is very pure and they're very connected to the nature and to each other. So I don't think there is a spiritual awakening for animal side because they don't have to be awakened. They are already spiritually aware. But they will develop as a spiritual being. Like, I don't know what to say about development of animal, but by animal being with people, they can experience this personal limitation like people has. Like we exist in the society, coexist in the society, governed by rules. Then their way of being will be hugely influenced by human way of being. Then they can develop into some sort of people-like spiritual being as a pet. So what I observed in the spiritual world is those pets who had a master or who used to live with people in that cultural environment of personal being, they tend to develop with human. They don't go back to the spiritual mass of animal. They will develop as an individual spiritual being.
What did you mean by that?
Like most animals, when they die, they go back to the spiritual mass of animal kingdom. Like they don't stay as an individual soul. That's what I see. I mean, maybe there are some exceptions when they have certain laws, like humankind, they become God, like animal God to animal spirit. So they are different, but most animals wouldn't become like animal spirit, which has a role in the spiritual realm. So they go back to the kind of group soul of animal and be born again with other animals, and just, it's not individual souls. But when they start to live with people, or when they start to have connection with people, we influence the animals to be spiritual beings like us, like human. So they become, some animals reincarnate as a person in the long run.
Oh, so it can happen. They can
happen.
evolve to reincarnate as a human.
Yeah.
Can it go the other way around? Can a human ever get into the animal kingdom?
I don't know. I've never seen that happen.
Okay, I was just curious.
But even if you can't be born as an animal, you can just imagine being that animal and see through the animal point of view or animal eyes. As shaman, we tend to travel with animal and see the world from their eyes.
Do you mean a spirit animal?
Spirit animal. Or you can also do that with plants. It's by communicating with them. So you don't have to be probably born as an animal or plants. Maybe it's quite tricky, but you can just try to see from their point of view. When I was younger, I was asked, what do you want to be born if you are going to be born again? What do you want to become when you are born again? And I said, I want to be a spinach. in the field, like dancing to the wind, and sometimes it's too cold, and I want to live such life. So that's my, at that time, wish, because I wanted to feel the peace and surrenderness of the plant. So
even if someone was to tread on you?
Yeah, I was also imagining, because I thought of spinach, because when I used to live in the land where it snows a lot, and sometimes it snows in March or April or a bit later. Then I can see those spinach wilted underneath the snow, and they're still alive. They're completely surrendered, and I really liked that, and I really wanted to experience that sense of surrenderness.
Interesting.
When I was like 7 or 8.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't want to become a spinach anymore.
No more
At
spinach.
that time I wanted.
Finally, what advice would you give to someone that's just beginning their spiritual journey in life?
Okay, if they're on spiritual journey, so then I think it's very important to notice around you the beautiful things. So beauty of nature, beauty of the sky, beauty of the person, and notice whatever beautiful in your life. And try to appreciate, try to feel the beauty. Feeling the beauty outside you help you to find your beauty within. So that's the starting point, because you feel beautiful when it's harmonious, which means whenever you feel beautiful, you're connecting with the universe, you're connecting with your spiritual self. So appreciating the beauty of the world help you to be spiritually aware. Spiritual awakening doesn't have to mean becoming monks or reading spiritual books. It starts with appreciating your life, finding the beauty in the world and in your life, and be grateful for that. And also being grateful is a great way to receive. So you don't have to force yourself to be grateful or thank, but when you say thank you, when you be grateful, only do it when you really feel so. And if you have to say thank you, try to find what you are really thanking for. Try to see the beauty, try to see the happiness and the gift in people and things.
Rather than just saying thank you mechanically. This sounds like a wonderful lesson from any parent to bring up their children to see that beauty as well.
Yeah. So look into the people's eye and really try to feel the love. I mean, you feel grateful and say thank you. You don't have to force yourself to be thank you. I mean, sometimes you have to say thank you anyway, but try to really feel what you're really thanking for. And don't force yourself anything, but be honest to yourself. Be loyal and faithful to yourself. And allow you to feel whatever you're feeling. If it's hard to feel, try to make space for you to feel that feeling which is hard. Try to make a really comfortable, comforting place to just feel your feeling. That will help you to understand what you need, what you want in this life. It's very important because it will become your direction. Don't seek the direction in your suffering. Don't seek direction in your pain. Seek direction in your joy and happiness and something beautiful around you. That will guide you to more happiness and beauty in your life.
Thank you so much, Yumiko. That was a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you.